welcome back to Good Day Stateline. We are so excited to have Toni Vanderheyden here with us tonight. Thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, so it's always fun to talk about houses. I feel like it is. But right now we want to talk about what's going on with the housing market because it's kind of been all over the place in the last 3 or 4 years, right? Things have been kind of up and down and
especially in the last 12 months.
Yeah.
It's been a little bit crazy in the last 12 months.
And
definitely.
The economy affects what's going on with the housing market.
It does. In fact, housing is responsible for the lion's share of jobs out there. And so real estate is actually very important to the economy.
So tell us a little bit about, how the economy impacts inflation and, from people on the outsider's perspective, like I didn't know that. So how does that really work?
Well, the government wanted to slow down the purchases of cars and houses. And so the best way to do that is to increase the amount that it costs to go ahead and buy cars and houses, and they did a very good job. So in June, the interest rate started inching closer to 6%, and it definitely did slow down the real estate industry as it was intended by the government. Now, is that entirely a bad thing? I personally don't like interest rates rising. However, as far as a buyer goes, it was very difficult for buyers to buy homes because there's not enough of them. An average day on market for a nice balanced market, meaning it's fair for the buyer and it's fair for the seller, is actually 6 months. Right now it's running at 25 days.
That's very soon.
It's very fast. And when the market was really moving back in April and May, it was 14 days.
Wow.
And so it was difficult for people to actually buy homes. Again, I don't like higher interest rates, but I do like buyers being able to secure a home. And the slowdown, not stop, but a slowdown actually has helped.
It's probably good for people who are trying to move from one home to another, right?
Absolutely.
Because I guess if it's your first house, then it's a little different. If you're moving from an apartment or from your parents' house or something, then that's different because you don't have a house to get rid of.
Exactly. And you bring us to another point, is that my team's job is to answer the problems that home buyers and home sellers are having. And so, for example, when the market crashed in 2011, I did a guaranteed sale, meaning if you had a home to sell and you need to move it maybe to another market, another location, I would guarantee the sale of your home. Well, right now, when there's only 726 homes on market, your home is going to sell, right? I don't have to guarantee and buy it from you. But right now, people who have to sell a home and have a contingency, meaning I first have to sell before I buy, is having a tough time. So I do a trade-in program. So we have to read the market to see what the public needs. We create programs to help them. And we've helped a lot of home buyers do that by buying their home first so they can go and buy their next home.
Even you telling me this makes me less stressed, and I don't even know.
And that's really our job, is to decrease the stress of people. People are always like, oh, you're salespeople. No, we're not. We're consultants. We need to hear what you need in your housing, and then we need to respond accordingly with what we know. And
you're an expert, which is helpful for de-stressing. I have my own stuff to do. I have my own job. I want to, meet you and have you help me with your job, which is, helping people buy homes.
Yeah, it's a matter of listening, and a lot of people these days just don't listen. You have to listen. You have to listen. How can I help you?
So mortgage rates also part of this. So what's going on with that right now?
Well, right now we're getting a little bit closer to 6%. And a lot of people, especially the younger generation who has never seen interest rates like that, say goodbye to those 2.5 and 3. I don't know in our lifetime we'll ever see anything like that again. But again, the government had to respond and lower those interest rates for the economy. Well, right now we're edging closer to 6%, which actually is the industry average over the last 30 years. So 6% is really nothing. So I need people to get over the fact that, my gosh, interest rates are up to 6%. That is still a good deal. I think my first house, I was at 16%.
Which is a lot more than 6.
Yeah. And so the biggest thing is that we're not just salespeople. Just give us a call. We'll tell you the truth. We're going to tell you what's going on in the market. Is this a good time to buy? Is this a good time to sell? You just have to be responsive.
And we, the home owners and buyers and sellers, they want to make the right choices, and you want them to make the right choices too. That benefits everybody, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Our last question, will home prices decrease now as we are, looking kind of toward a changing market?
I am really lucky to be in business with Gary Keller, who founded Keller Williams, and he has an entire economic division to the company. And so what I'm going to say is actually backed by a lot of study. Home prices are actually going to level off.
Okay.
We're not going to see the drastic increases that we saw in February, March, April, May, June. This last year was a very strange year in my last 17 years in business. This year was a little bit nuts. So that will level off. And the important thing to understand is that we have not inordinately increased home prices. We are just catching up to where we lost so much value back in 2011. So it's not inordinate what happened, it just happened very quickly.
See, you have so much knowledge, and we're actually, I know we're going to hang out with you next month and maybe the next month and so on and so forth. You can reach Toni right there on your screen and pop open your phone and scan that flow code, and you can give her a call too. Thanks so much for coming in.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Coming up next, our State Line's Best Chicken Wing Search